Hey there, and before I get into my kind of geek talk here, today was my convocation ceremony for my graduation, and just got a couple months left to go, and we had the ceremony today, the graduation ceremony, so it's the whole cap and gown thing, and it's a proud day for me. I graduated from high school 25 years ago, and due to circumstances that happen, life and stuff, I never did finish college when I wanted to finish it. I had gotten a nice ways through, and I had to leave it, and being able to come back after all these years and do something that meant a lot to me, and hopefully means something for my future was huge. So today was a huge day for me. Just had to get that out there. But right now, I'm wearing my Popeye shirt, and I want to talk about all kinds of cool geeky stuff. Inspired partially by Trey Passer's excellent videos on his reactions to the Flash 5-minute trailer, and to his reaction to the look of the Batman and Batmobile for the new film. So I want to talk about that. We're gonna do some comic book talk here from TV comic book talk and movie talk. First off, I gotta say the second season of Arrow is over now, and topped the first season. Incredible. Deathstroke was an amazing villain. I really liked where they went with it. I like how they set things up. I see the third season becoming about children and kind of legacies, basically. The whole series has been about a legacy in one way or another. Oliver coming back to like basically with the list, and pretty much avenging his father, trying to right the wrongs that he did himself. In the second season, he basically realizes the mistakes he's made, and he becomes. It's a journey for him over the last two seasons to become the hero that he needs to become. And it's been an incredible journey. If you have not watched Arrow, I strongly, strongly recommend you check it out. It is a fantastic show. Much, much different than I thought. I was a Smallville fan of Smallville. It was very comic bookish, kind of a different slant. Arrow is a much more serious show, much darker, and I just really, really liked where they went with it. And it's been fantastic. Now, as everybody knows, this season, the character Barry Allen, played by Grant Gustin, was introduced. And we knew pretty much from the get-go that they had planned to bring the Flash either into the series or off into his own pilot. Now, when Grant Gustin's character was extremely popular, they decided that they would forego doing a Grant Gustin crossover, and that they would instead do a Flash pilot and hope for a pickup for a series. And they have been picked up, I think, for at least 13 episodes, which is about half a season. And I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that. We have seen the costume now. The costume looks great. It was hard to tell when we first saw the first shots of the costume, because it wasn't in action. Once you see the costume in action, obviously Grant Gustin is a smaller, lighter guy than John Wesley Shipp, who played the Flash back in my day, and it's a very different style costume, but it's a very cool costume. The running effects are incredible. If you look really close in the trailer for the series, in the flashback scene with his mom, it looks like you can see Professor Zoom. So that's really cool. I love the way that was done. I like the cast. It looks like they've got a good solid cast on this one as well. The actor that plays the scientist, whose name I can't remember right now either, Trey Passer, was fantastic. This really, really looks like it's going to be hitting all cylinders right away, which is great. So Arrow got his team. Looks like Flash has his team, and and amazing stuff. I cannot wait to see the Flash series. I wish I was at the San Diego Comic Con because I'm sure they're probably going to show the pilot there, and probably do a panel as well. In other comic book related news, uh, the Zack Snyder showed off the bat suit for Ben Affleck, and hopefully that has some of the critics. I've been a supporter of the decision since the beginning. If you watch my videos, and I said early on that Ben Affleck's is an older actor choice for the role, so more than likely they're going the Dark Knight Returns with this Batman. And from the costume, it looks like they really are going the Dark Knight Returns route with this version of Batman. I like the way that the Batmobile is. It doesn't look cartoonishly tankish like the Tumbler did, which was a travesty in my opinion. It was a horrible, horrible choice for a Batmobile. It just didn't work on any level, and actually none of the vehicles in any of the Nolan movies worked at all. They were uber realistic or whatever, but they sucked ass as not something you want in your collection. Like, if I'm collecting the Batmobiles and stuff like that, I wouldn't mind having like the 60s Batmobile, the 66 one, and getting the different incarnations of the Tim Burton ones, stuff like that. But I think I leave the Tumbler off of that. Probably not, because I'm a completist. Anyway, also of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ended, and we had some big changes in that in the last few episodes. We had, of course, spoilers here, the character of Ward that turned bad in the last few episodes. He was a member of Hydra. He looked to be one of the main stars of the show, so it was a big shocker. We got to see the evolution of what Tahiti was, and we also got to check out the characters of we got to see one character specifically sacrifice himself, and you don't know who that is. That's Fitz, right? Yes, Fitz. I think it's because it's Fitzsimmons. That's Fitz, and we also have the Netflix shows coming up. So if you're not aware, Netflix will be running 4 Marvel shows. They'll be running Daredevil, Jessica Jones, I think, Iron Fist, and Iron Fist? No, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Power Man. And they're all going to have 13 episode series each. And after each of theirs, they're going to come out like the same as House of Cards and Orange is the New Black does. They all come out like in that big chunk where you better watch all 13. A lot of people are going to binge watch these. I know that. Me, I probably will. And right after that, they're going to be putting up a Defenders movie on Netflix, kind of like a mini-series, kind of a 2-parter type of thing, which should be really, really interesting. So I'm strongly looking forward to that. It's a great time to be a comic book fan. We've got the Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out. Looks fantastic. James Gunn's a fantastic director. I love his take on things. Way back from when he was working with Troma to do Tromeo and Juliet. I've always loved James Gunn's work, Slither, stuff like that. The cast for this one looks good. I'm a big fan of Rocket Raccoon. He's an underrated badass in comic books, and it's just a great time to be a comic book fan. The new Batman Superman movie is looking better and better. I love the casting of Cyborg. I'm intrigued to see. My son just went and saw the Godzilla on opening night here tonight, and he said it was fantastic. It more than met. Actually, it exceeded his expectations tremendously. And with that, guys, that's my geek talk for right now. That's what the stuff that I have to talk on. I love the DC animated movies that have been coming out. I actually like them better than the Nolan films. I don't have Son of Batman yet. There's a few that I don't. I've only got Justice League War, so I've got. I really need to get the rest of them. I like the fact that Jason O'Mara is the official voice of Batman for these new universe of the New 52. I think he does a great job, and I really need to get the other ones. I don't have the Red Hood. I don't have. I'm way behind on this stuff. I got my Super Friends collection done, and of course the one thing that I'm gonna do a whole video on my one of my great wants. And anyway, but I'll leave that for another video. But this has been Geek Talk with Aaron, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in your comments down below. Every once in a while, I just like to talk about something different. I like to talk about like the shows that are going on. Like I did some reviews of the following series. I've done a few reviews on Bates Motel. Disappointed with the season end of that one, and I've done some reviews on some comic stuff. So if you want to see more of that type of stuff, just let me know in the comment box down below. And again, guys, thanks for watching. For me right now, it really is time for tea.